Hey guys, it's Phoenix. Today I have something that a viewer of mine posted in the comments of one of my last videos. He suggested that I change the blocks that a snow weather system places on the Minecraft world. So originally snow would place snow layers, but thanks to the help of NeunEinser, I'm very sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly, but he's been incredibly helpful in my last live stream. So big props to you. He showed me where I can actually do this, and I managed to do it. So the credit to this video really just goes to him and Goat Poster for the amazing suggestion. So what I've done here with the first example is I changed the snow layer to Bedrock. So now you can see the snow weather is placing in Bedrock rather than snow. And this generates a pretty nice effect because the Bedrock actually is going to stack. The snow layers would not stack above each other because that's just the nature of the block. You can see that it just doesn't stack unless you place it manually. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But with Bedrock, you can create this really nice effect. And this is, of course, global because I am in ice plains. And ice plains, obviously, every time it rains, it's going to snow. And snow just happens all over the place. And every time there is a vacant block, so if I break this, eventually Bedrock will be placed here if I give it some time. You can also see that I tried it with saplings. And, of course, with saplings, I can generate a forest naturally. This is also an idea by Xenon, because this has really been generating some discussion in my comments, and obviously you guys can come up with a lot of this as well. So the next example here, I generated a flat world, so super flat, but I modified the biome so it's going to snow every time it rains. You can also see that I have retextured snow, so it looks more fiery, because that's my actual intention. Whenever I created this mess, so these are just some of the examples that I managed to do. I changed the block now from Bedrock to TNT. So the idea is that every time this lava block updates, it's going to spread across and ignite the TNT. Very messy place. I managed to spawn in some command blocks here as well. I still haven't managed to figure out how to add commands to these command blocks, so I don't know how to add custom NBT to commands as they are spawned, but it's definitely possible. You might have to create another block source and then link it to that, but I don't know how to do that right now. And maybe in the future I will. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of options you can do. There's sponge, water source blocks, bedrock, lots of sponges, saplings. These won't grow until I edit the random tick speed. So a lot of ideas you can have here, and of course this is going to be global. A lot of randomization possibilities. Every time you load in some new chunks, it's going to do it. So now you're going to see just TNT here, because it's just going to snow on these unloaded chunks, and these chunks as they load, it's just going to be TNT. So now I've put lava instead, which was the initial intention I had, but it didn't really look as cool in my opinion. But now combined with TNT, you're starting to see the picture here. Also in the background I decided to make air flammable, but I'll show you guys another world as I load another one, but this is just sort of the idea that you can get. Not really a survival experience in itself, but maybe you guys can come up with some ideas. Maybe you can create, maybe you can spawn in some blocks and then delete some land and create potholes. But of course with this general thought that I've shown you guys, this is not a possible survival experience. Now you can see some of the effects now, because as soon as lava makes contact with TNT, it creates fire block, and I made air flammable, as you can see from my last videos. You can see this sort of happening now. So a lot of different ideas that you can combine, conflate to generate a very unique experience in Minecraft. You can create some commands in place as well, but of course that's not really possible, I think, at the moment for myself or my own capacity, but I do think some of you guys can try that too. Okay, so hit my RAM limit, unfortunately, so I'm going to actually create this for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to remove the snow layer because that's not important. I want the snow to generate different blocks, so that's why I'm doing that. So this is simply going to be a flat world in an icy plains biome, or something that will allow it to snow. Alright, so here's my lava layer, as you can see from my previous example. What I'm going to do now is switch it over to fire. Alright, so now fire is going to start spawning instead. And with the air flammable experience, you can see the fire is now connecting and creating some small bonfires everywhere. And over time, this will start a conflagration, or however you pronounce that word. I can never pronounce it correctly. But it's just a matter of time before my game completely crashes. And as it did in the live stream, it didn't actually crash, but it slowed it down to complete stop where I couldn't actually do anything I couldn't actually start or continue the stream. So hopefully you guys found some ideas out of this. I don't know whether this is going to help you at all in Minecraft, but I thought I'd show you something fairly interesting such as this and the possibilities that many people are not fully aware of, whatever they amount to. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more creative content like this and some other ideas that you may have. I know they are possible, but I have to learn them myself. Of course, take care.